Ladies and gentlemen, today I am going to talk about a country that has stood tall for thousands of years. A land that has faced many battles, invasions, and political storms, yet has never bowed down. A country full of rich history, deep culture, and people with strong hearts. That country is Iran. This is the land of bravery. This is the land of fearlessness. This is the land of Iran. Iran is not just a name on the map. Iran is a symbol of pride, power, and resistance. From ancient times until today, Iran has shown the world that it cannot be broken. Even when others tried to destroy it, Iran stood strong like a mountain. The people of Iran are not ordinary people. They are warriors, thinkers, poets, builders, and fighters. They never give up, even in the darkest times. That is what makes Iran great. The story of Iran begins thousands of years ago, when great kings ruled the Persian Empire. The Persian Empire was one of the greatest empires in human history. It was ruled by kings like Cyrus the Great, Darius the Great, and Xerxes. These leaders were not only powerful, but they were also wise and kind. They created a civilization that valued justice, knowledge, and freedom. Cyrus the Great is known around the world as the first ruler to declare human rights. That is something Iranians can always be proud of. The Empire of Iran stretched from the east to the west. It touched the borders of India and reached the lands of Egypt. The Persian Empire was full of beautiful cities, strong buildings, gardens, libraries, and roads. It had great thinkers, scientists, mathematicians, doctors, and artists. People came from faraway lands to learn from Iran. This shows how brave Iran was, not just in war, but also in mind and spirit. But history was not always kind to Iran. Many tried to invade it. Alexander the Great attacked. Later, the Arabs came. Then came the Mongols. And many others followed. Each time, the goal was to break Iran. To silence Iran. To erase its language, its culture, its people. But Iran did not die. Iran always came back. Stronger. Braver. Wiser. This is what makes Iran fearless. Even after invasions, Iranians never forgot who they were. They kept their language. They kept their identity. They kept their traditions. Farsi, the language of Iran, remained alive. Persian poetry continued to bloom. Great poets like Rumi, Hafez, Ferdowsi, and Sadi gave Iran a strong voice. Their words still echo today, teaching love, strength, and truth. These poets were brave with their thoughts. They were not afraid to speak about justice, about heart, about life and death. Iran's bravery is not only in battle, but also in books, in ideas, in dreams. Iran is also a country of strong women. From the past to today, Iranian women have shown bravery in many ways. They have stood up for their rights. They have worked hard in education, art, science, and politics. They have raised brave children. They have fought in silence and in loud voices. They are mothers, sisters, daughters, and leaders. The women of Iran are true examples of courage. They wear bravery like a crown. They shine in every field. They show the world what it means to be Iranian. In recent times, Iran has faced many challenges. Political pressure, economic sanctions, wars, and conflicts have tried to break the country. But Iran does not fall. The people continue to work. They continue to hope. They continue to resist. They plant flowers where there is dust. They light candles where there is darkness. They continue to love their land even when times are hard. This is what bravery looks like. When a country faces sanctions, it becomes hard to grow. It becomes hard to buy medicine, food, and basic needs. But Iran does not complain. Iran finds new ways. Iran builds its own factories. Iran creates its own machines. Iran makes its own medicine. Iran trains its own doctors and engineers. Iran creates technology. This self-reliance is true bravery. It is easy to give up. It is easy to cry. But Iran fights. Iran stands. Iran says, "We will not stop. We will survive. We will win." Iran has given the world many heroes. People like Imam Khomeini, who led a revolution and gave Iran its independence. People like Soleimani, who became a symbol of defense and loyalty. People like scientists and inventors who made great contributions to medicine and science. These are the faces of Iran's courage. These are the people who said no to fear. These are the voices that cannot be silenced. Iran is not just a land of oil and gas. It is not just deserts and mountains. It is not just old buildings and mosques. Iran is a heartbeat. A rhythm. A fire that burnt with pride. Iran is a father's story told to his son. It is a mother's lullaby sung at night. It is a young girl learning her first poem. It is a boy playing football in the streets of Tehran. Iran lives in the hearts of its people. You cannot see it on TV. You must feel it to know it. The youth of Iran are brave and full of dreams. Even when the world tells them no, they say yes. They learn, they study, they build. They connect with the world through the internet. They create art, music, film, and literature. They talk about freedom. They talk about justice. They do not wait for help. They create their own future. Their courage comes from their ancestors. Their bravery is in their blood. Iran is also a land of faith. Religion plays a strong role in the lives of the people. But religion in Iran is not only about prayer. It is about standing up for what is right. It is about helping the poor. It is about being honest. It is about facing the enemy with faith in your heart. Faith gives Iranians power. It gives them light when everything is dark. It gives them hope when there is no hope. That is what makes Iran fearless. Let the world know, Iran will never die. Iran will never give up. Iran will never be broken. Because Iran is more than a country. It is a spirit. A light. A fire. A soul. You can hurt its body, but you cannot kill its soul. That is what makes Iran the land of the fearless. Iran is the land where children grow up listening to stories of heroes. Iran is where old men still speak with pride about their grandfathers who fought for freedom. Iran is where even the smallest village has a story to tell. The soil of Iran has absorbed the sweat and blood of its people, but it has never absorbed fear. Fear does not grow in Iranian soil. What grows there is strength, loyalty, and love for the homeland. No matter how hard life becomes, the Iranian people wake up every morning with a purpose. They do not wait for the perfect moment. They create it. They plant gardens in the middle of dry land. They build schools even when bombs fall. They write poems while sitting in silence. They pray with open hearts. They dance when no one is watching. They sing for the future. This is not weakness. This is power. This is bravery. Let us remember, bravery is not always loud. Sometimes, bravery is silent. It is in the tears that fall quietly. It is in the hands that keep working. It is in the smile that hides the pain. Iran has mastered this quiet bravery. And because of that, Iran continues to move forward, one strong step at a time. So when people ask, "What is Iran?" tell them. Iran is the fire that never goes out. Iran is the voice that never goes silent. Iran is the hand that never stops working. Iran is the dream that never dies. Iran is the face of fearless humanity. And when the world looks for courage, it will find it in the heart of Iran. Because Iran has walked through centuries of fire and come out shining. Because Iran has been pushed down, but never destroyed. Because Iran has lost much, but never lost itself. Iran is not perfect, but it is proud. Iran is not the richest, but it is rich in heart. Iran is not without pain, but it is filled with love. And in the end, it is not the weapons, the money, or the power that makes a nation great. It is the courage of its people. And Iran has that courage. In every city. In every village. In every soul. Long live the fearless. Long live the brave. Long live Iran.